welcome back inside our Vancouver Proactive studio. Joining me now is Dan Wilton, the CEO of First Mining Gold. And Dan, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Steve, I'm well. Great to see you again, as always.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about today. First off, you went out to market to look for some funding. You were hoping to get about $20 million, and it's a good ask in this type of market. But obviously, it was a pretty good ask because more people came in. So tell us about you're going for 20, and obviously what you ended up with.
Yeah, so we'd announced a $20 million bought deal, and then on the back of a lot of demand, primarily from institutional investors who we've been trying to attract to the story for a long time. We had an opportunity to upsize that a little bit, and the underwriters took their over allotment option. So ended up closing this morning on a little bit more than 28 million Canadian, which is for us a great outcome, and I think brings some fantastic new investors into the story. We're very excited about it.
Yeah, talk to me a little bit more about that, how important it was to get those institutional investors within the company and what that means going forward.
Well, it's something that I've been here since the beginning of 2019, and we've had a very small core group of supportive institutional investors. But, for the last 18 months, getting new institutional investors with deeper pockets and longer timeframes in as investors in the company has been a challenge. And I think on the back of some of the success we've had announcing the Goldline and Goliath transaction, our ownership in Treasury Metals, announcing our silver stream financing, some of the success demonstrated with our partnership with Ateco on Pickle Crow. We've demonstrated that the assets in this portfolio still have real value. We're starting to see that surfaced, and that doesn't even go to talk about Springpole, which we still, continue to believe is one of the best undeveloped gold projects in Canada, if not the world. So being able to attract the quality of investors that we have through this process has been very, very important for us. We're delighted with the outcome.
So obviously this gives you a little bit of flexibility now as to what you're going to do with the portfolio moving forward. So how do you utilize this capital? What's sort of the plan?
Yeah, so it's a good question. The first point is, while the silver stream financing had us funded as a company and funded the Springpole project through a pre-feasibility study and through the permitting process through 2023, this gives us more flexibility to look at some incremental investments in the project along the way. So not kind of waiting for that milestone, but we now have the flexibility to pursue a full feasibility study in the interim. If we choose that that's the path that we're going to go down. And it also gives us some really important capital to allow us to go out and continue to demonstrate and optimize the value of the other portfolio assets, Cameron, Hope Brook, Pickle Crow, which we've obviously already got our partnership with Ateco, but our Quebec assets. There's lots we can do in and around these, I think, to consolidate some positions, make the projects better, and ultimately move them down the track like we have done with Pickle Crow and like we've done with Goldline. So we think we can return multiples of this investment to our shareholders in the form of value in the other projects.
And Dan, just really quickly, from where you are sitting today to where, take 6 to 8 months back, where gold was at, the beginning of this pandemic, it's a nice position to be in, I would think, for a junior.
Oh, it's a pretty amazing position. We've gone from really, beginning of the year, people questioning where you're going to get the money to keep the lights on, to now, if you look at our portfolio, our Treasury Metals value of our holdings there, about $100 million. The value of Ateco, about $100 million. We've now got, between cash and kind of marketable securities, about another $50 million on the balance sheet. So ironically, we've done all this stuff to surface the value, and Springpole is still sitting one of the best undeveloped projects, and we're getting, less than $100 million value for it. It's trading at less than 20 bucks an ounce. So this just gives us the runway to be able to really continue to demonstrate how we're going to surface that value. So pretty excited.
Yeah, very much so. Well, congratulations on that. And we look forward to hearing more about what you're up to in the next little while. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Steve. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, Dan Wilton, the CEO of First Mining Gold.